Hello and welcome back. It's time to predict the scores for game week 25 of this 2024-2025 EFL Championship season. Last week in game week 24 there was 5 home wins, 4 draws and 3 away wins. Top scorer, if you're playing it along at home over at the Superbru website, was Kovlad76, and Kovlad had 3 perfect scores, but just below Kovlad was SG Minor 21, and they had 4 exact scorelines and 12 points overall. For the overall leaderboard now though, KP21X is still at the top of the tree on 256.5 points, and their nearest rival is Newton Abbey 11 on 245 points. Things are really hotting up at both ends of the table as well, with Leeds United, Sheffield United and Burnley heading the way, and at the bottom Plymouth Argyle really looking trouble, Portsmouth struggling as well, and Cardiff got a vital away win against Watford on Sunday. So let's get straight into game week 25. All of these fixtures take place on the 1st of January, New Year's Day, and the action starts off with a southwest encounter at Home Park where Plymouth Argyle entertain Bristol City. As I just mentioned, Plymouth Argyle, bottom of the table, currently in real trouble, is 6 defeats in their last 7 fixtures, and a disappointing defeat against Oxford United last time out, and Bristol City back-to-back wins now, and an excellent win against Portsmouth on Sunday. In this one, Plymouth have been okay at home, but yeah, not in great form, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 away victory to the Robins there. Next up, we head to Loftus Road where Queen's Park Rangers take on Watford. Watford suffering defeat at the hands of Cardiff City, which is their first defeat at home of the season. And Queen's Park Rangers, it was a draw, a decent point you could say, against Norwich. In this one, yeah, Watford will be looking to bounce back, really dangerous going forward, especially on the wings. I expect them to get a point here, but I think it'll end up 1-1. Next up, we move to the Den, also in London, where we've got Millwall taking on Oxford. Oxford have recorded back-to-back wins, but they've been against teams that are struggling at the wrong end of the table. Millwall have only won once in their last 7 fixtures, and on Sunday it was a 0-0 draw against Coventry. However, they're back in London here, and I think they'll all take all 3 points in a 1-0 victory. We then move to the first of the 3 o'clock kickoffs where Burnley take on Stoke. Stoke getting an excellent win against Sunderland on the weekend, and Burnley were held to a draw by Middlesbrough 0-0. This one, fully expect Burnley to grab all 3 points here, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win. We then head to the Cardiff City Stadium, and I will be in attendance for this fixture where Cardiff entertain Coventry. Coventry, just a 1 defeat in 4 matches now, a 0-0 draw against Millwall, and Cardiff getting that vital victory away against Watford. Can they gain another one here for back-to-back victories? Hopefully, but I'm not so sure. And I think it's going to end up in another draw here, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. We then move to Elland Road, where top of the table, Leeds United take on Blackburn Rovers, who now having a bit of a stumble over the Christmas period, losing 1-0 to Hull, surprisingly, on Sunday, but Leeds, another excellent victory away against Derby County. Back at Elland Road, I expect them to take all 3 points here, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win. We then move to Luton, Kenilworth Road, where Luton Town take on Norwich. Luton not in the best of forms, losing against Swansea on Sunday, 2-1, and Norwich gaining a point against QPR. This one's a real tight one, probably one of the toughest fixtures to predict for New Year's Day, but I am going to go for another draw, unfortunately. I'm going to go for 1-1. We then move down to the south coast where Portsmouth take on Swansea at Fratton Park. Swansea in excellent form, Portsmouth topsy-turvy, losing 3 of their last 4. Swansea getting back to their possession-based football, and I think they'll take all 3 points here. I'm going to go for a 1-0 away win for the Jacks. We then move up to Yorkshire, where Sheffield Wednesday take on Derby County. Derby, of course, losing to Leeds on Sunday late in the evening. Sheffield Wednesday suffered defeat against Preston. This one, another tight one, but I fancy Sheffield Wednesday just to grab all 3 points in a 2-1 home win. I think that would be very, very tight, that match. Then move to the Hawthorns, where West Brom take on Preston North End. Preston only 1 defeat in their last 7. And for West Brom, it's 2 defeats in the last 7. Haven't won for a couple of matches. A hard-earned point against Sheffield United last time out. But I think the Baggies will just nick this one 2-1 in another very tight match, which you tend to get in the Championship, don't you? Hull City against Middlesbrough next. This one looks like it's got a draw written all over it. Hull, 2 wins in their last 3 matches. Excellent against Blackburn Rovers on Sunday, and I think this is going to Desmond's now. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this fixture at the MKM Stadium. We then move up to the North East for the final fixture of New Year's Day, where Sunderland take on Sheffield United. Another difficult one to predict. Neither of these teams have won in the last 2 matches. They have had difficult fixtures though, but I think Sheffield United have just nicked this one. I think Sunderland score. I've got Sheffield United to win this fixture 2-1. So those are my predictions for game week 25. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Superbru website or as a comment below. May I take this opportunity to wish you all a happy new year. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you all in the next video.